Hello guys, welcome back to our multimedia system series. In today's video, we will be discussing the storage model and the access techniques for the multimedia system. We will explore the different types of the storage media, including the magnetic and the optical media, and how they are used for storing the multimedia data. We will also cover the file systems, both the traditional and multimedia specific, and the various devices used to access and manage the multimedia content like the CD-ROMs, DVD, scanner, and more. So let's jump into how multimedia data is stored and accessed and managed efficiently. So at first, the magnetic media. Magnetic media is a type of data storage that uses the magnetic material to store the information. Examples include the hard drive and the magnetic tapes. This media have been used for years to store the large amount of data, including the multimedia files like the audio, video, images. Magnetic storage is reliable and can be rewritten multiple times, making it useful for both the short-term and long-term data storage. However, the access speed can be slower compared to other storage options like the solid state drives or the optical media. Okay. So now the optical media. Optical media refers to the storage device that use the lasers to read and write the data, such as the CDs, DVD, Blu-ray disc. Okay. So these media are popular for distributing the multimedia content like the movies, music, and game because they can hold a large amount of data at a relatively low cost. Optical discs are portable and can be stored can store the multimedia in high quality. However, they are slower than modern flash storage and are gradually being replaced by the faster and more convenient storage solutions like the USB drives and cloud storage also. Okay. So file system traditional file system like the FAT32 or NTFS are used to organize and manage the files on storage devices. These systems are designed to handle the all types of files including the text, audio, video and images. In traditional file systems, multimedia files are treated like any other file, which with each file stored in a specific location on the storage medium. However, the traditional file system are not optimized for the unique needs of multimedia data, such as streaming the large video files or managing the multiple media types in the one system. Okay. File system multimedia. Multimedia file systems are specially designed to handle the unique requirements of the multimedia data, such as the large file size, the real-time access, and the ability to handle the multiple media types like the audio, video, text simultaneously. This file system ensures the smooth playback and the fast access to the multimedia content by optimizing how files are stored, retrieved, and organized. Multimedia files often include features like the indexing, caching, buffering to improve the performance when dealing with the complex media files. Okay. So now the CD-ROM. A CD-ROM or the compact disc read-only memory is an optical disc that can store the multimedia content like the software, music and video. It is read by a laser beam, making it ideal for distributing the large amount of data. CD-ROMs are widely used for the media distribution before the rise of the USB drives and cloud storage. While they offer the reliable storage, CD-ROMs are read-only, meaning you cannot modify the data once it is written. So their storage capacity is limited compared to the modern media, holding around the 700 MB of the data. Okay. So now the DVD. A DVD, like the digital versatile disc, is another type of optical media that can store the larger amount of data than a CD-ROM. DVDs are commonly used for the movies and the video games because they can store up to 4.7 GB on a single layered disk and even more on the dual layered disk. Like the CD-ROMs, DVDs are read using a laser, but the data is packed more densely, allowing for the higher storage capacity. The DVDs have largely been placed by Blu-ray disc and digital streaming services for the high definition media. So now the scanner. The scanner is a device that converts the physical documents and the images into the digital format. It works by capturing the image or text and converting it into a series of pixels that can be stored on a computer or other storage devices. Scanners are used to digitize the photos, the artwork, and the printed documents, making it easier to store, edit, share them electronically. Modern scanners can capture the high resolution images that retain the detail and the quality of the original document or picture. So now the charged coupled device. A charged coupled device CCD is a sensor used in the cameras and scanners to capture the images. It converts the light into the electrical signals, which are then processed to create a digital image. CCDs are known for their high quality image capture, making them popular in the professional photography, medical imaging, and the scientific instruments. In the multimedia system, CCDs are often used in cameras to capture the high quality video or the still images that are then stored or processed for the use in the multimedia applications. So now the CLV and the CAV, the constant linear velocity. The constant linear velocity is a data storage technique used primarily in the optical media such as the CDs and DVDs. In the CLV, the disk rotational speed varies depending on the position of the read head, ensuring that the data is read at a constant rate regardless of its position on the disk. This method allows for more efficient data storage because the outer parts of the disk store more data than the inner parts. The CLV is commonly used in the media where the sequential data access is important, like the music CDs and movies also. Okay. So the constant angular velocity or the CAV. CAV is another data storage method used in optical media. Unlike the CLV, in CAV the disk rotates at a constant speed throughout. Okay, so the advantage of a CAV is that it allows the faster access to the data on the disk because the drive does not need to adjust the rotation speed. However, CAV uses the space less efficiently compared to the CLV. So as the amount of data that can be stored decreases as you move from inner to the outer edge of the disk. CAV is often used in the data storage systems where the random access is important, such as in gaming and the computer software. Okay. So now the MPEG, Moving Picture Expert Group. Moving Picture Expert Group is a group of standards for the compression of the audio and the video data. It allows for the efficient storage and the transmission of multimedia content without losing too much quality. The most common format under the MPEG include the MPEG-1 used for the video CDs and the MPEG-2 used for the DVDs and the digital TV, and also MPEG-4 used for the streaming the video and the interactive content on the web. MPEG compression use techniques like reducing the redundant data between the video frames, making it highly efficient for the video storage and the video streaming. So onion skinning. Onion skinning is a technique used in animation that allows the animators to see the multiple frames at once. By showing the current frame along with faded version of the previous or the next frames, you can see in the screen also, animators can ensure the smooth transitions and consistent motion between the frames. This technique is widely used in both the traditional hand-drawn animation and computer-based animation tools, helping the animators to visualize how an object moves and changes across frames, which is crucial for achieving the natural looking animation. And masking. Masking is a technique used in the image and the video editing to hide or reveal the parts of an image or the video layer. It allows for the precise control over which areas of the content are visible and making it useful for creating the effects like blending the image or isolating the subjects. For instance, in a video editing, a mask can be used to blur the background while keeping the subject in focus. Masking is a core technique in the multimedia design, providing the flexibility in creating the complex visual effect also. So now the raster scan principle. The raster scan refers to the method by which images are displayed on a screen, where the display is built up line by line from the left to right and top to bottom. In a raster scan display, each pixel is illuminated in a particular sequence to create the final image. This technique is used in the devices like the CRT monitors, televisions, and some older display systems. In the multimedia systems, raster scanning is essential for displaying the images and videos in a structured manner, ensuring that the final image appears cohesive. So now let's wrap up our discussion on the storage models, access techniques, and the multimedia formats. We have covered the basics of the CLV and CAV. We explored the MPEG compression standard and learned about the useful techniques on the onion skinning, masking, and raster scanning. These concepts are essential for anyone working with multimedia systems. So whether you are dealing with the storage or creating the animations and video content. So stay tuned for our next video where we will dive into the image and the video databases. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay updated. See you in the next time.